Alright, what if you had $100 to invest right now, or maybe $1,000 or $10,000? You might be wondering where, what to do with it, how and why to invest it. Great questions, and here are the answers. Hi, Jarod here, and today it's buy 10 stocks. And first, I will tell you how to invest in the stock market, and then I will break down each company to see what they are really worth. So, let's begin. What is my own approach to investing? It is pretty straightforward. I want to have more in the long term, let's say 5 to 10 years at least. And I simply take companies that I know, like, or simply heard of somewhere. Could be anything. I built a watch list. You could take a pen and a piece of paper for that, but I prefer to use Google Finance. And then I make some research on Google about two things. First, I want the company to have a competitive advantage over its competitors, and I want the company to be well managed. For instance, Coca-Cola has a competitive advantage with its secret recipe, and it also beats strong brand recognition for the past 130 years, or Apple with its reliable iPhone. Thirdly, I look at the company's financial statements, and I know it seems like a hard task to do, but no worries, you just have to read some lines on Google. First of all, I look at the company's dividends. If it does not pay dividends, I simply ignore the company. A dividend payout is most of the time a sign of a healthy company, and it's also a security if stocks are down. We'll see that later. You have to check for how long the company has been paying dividends, if it cut them or not, and what's the dividend yield. Not too much if possible, between 2 to 5. Then I look at the company's net income, so it represents the earnings once all expenses, interest and taxes have been subtracted from revenue. I also look at earnings per shares, so the net income is divided by the number of shares outstanding, and then the debt to equity, the PE ratio or price to earnings ratio, and return on capital. Please remember one thing. I always look at the numbers for at least 5 to 10 years. When it comes to dividends, I look at the whole history of the company. Alright, let's get into the 10 stocks I would buy today. And by the way, to make things more simple, they will appear in alphabetical order. But otherwise, they have not been sorted by any means. So, the first company was founded 46 years ago in 1976 in California, in a garage. It is the world's biggest company by market cap, the fourth largest personal computer vendor by unit sales, and the second largest mobile phone manufacturer. The company also became the first publicly traded US company to be valued at over $1 trillion in August 2018, then $2 trillion in August 2020, and most recently, $3 trillion in January 2020. The company has been paying dividends continuously for over 43 years now. It has a current dividend yield of 0.66%, and Apple's net income increased by about 19% a year on average for the past 5 years. It has a PE ratio of almost 25, which is pretty average. It is basically used to determine the value of a company. And on top of that, the tech company unveiled its new iPhone lineup with a notchless design, along with bigger Apple watches and also iOS 16. Okay then, the second company was founded 44 years ago in 1988 and manages close to $10 trillion, making it the world's largest asset manager. The company also takes into account current events like climate change and Russia and Ukraine's conflict, making it humankind friendly. Kinda. And above all, it invested in huge companies including Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, Alphabet, J&J like Johnson & Johnson, Berkshire Hathaway, and so on. Of course, I am talking about BlackRock. The company has been paying dividends continuously for more than 17 years now, with a current dividend yield of 3.34%. Its net income increased by almost 20% in 2021, with a solid return on capital of about 10%. And again, BlackRock's earnings per share is remarkable, almost $40, so you pay close to nothing for the price and value you get here. The third company will soon celebrate its 100th birthday in 2025. It is the world's largest construction equipment manufacturer. I'm sure you've seen them in the streets or on the road, and while you probably haven't driven one, you may own a shirt by the company under the same name. Moreover, the company licenses the Cat phone brand and thousand mobile phones and rugged smartphones since 2012. Of course, I am talking about Caterpillar. The company has been paying dividends continuously for more than 33 years now, with a current dividend yield of 2.69%. Its net income increased by more than 300% a year on average for the past 5 years, with a good increase in return on capital of 10% year. Alright, the fourth company is in the energy sector, and if you own a car, you've probably been there to spend half of your income last month. It was founded 142 years ago and is still highly relevant today. I am talking about Chevron. The company has been paying dividends continuously for more than 33 years now and has consistently increased them for a current dividend yield of 3.54%. Despite the 2020 pandemic and many lockdowns affecting gas and oil sales and prices, the company still shows strong net income and earnings per share. And you might want to choose ExxonMobil, BP, Shell, which also have good increasing dividends and still profit from the oil and gas crisis currently. But I found that Chevron performed better than others for the past 5 years and it recovered faster right after the COVID outbreak. Moreover, its net income increased by around 400% a year on average for the past 5 years, with a good increasing earnings per share of roughly 8.13 in 2021. The fifth company was founded 44 years ago and is still the largest home improvement retailer in the United States alone. With 500,000 employees, the company primarily serves homeowners and professional renovators, electricians, plumbers, and also painters. Of course, I am talking about Home Depot. The company has been paying dividends continuously for more than 33 years now, with a current dividend yield of 2.84%. It increased its net income by a whopping 27% in 2022, with an impressive return on capital of almost 42%. Moreover, HD's earnings per share, so the company's earnings we get for each share we buy, is at about $15, and its PE ratio is very low, at about 16, while the industry is at 46. It is basically a clean and solid company. Alright, the sixth company was founded in a one-car garage in Palo Alto by Bill Helwet and David Packard in 1339, and initially produced a line of electronic test and measurement equipment. The garage at 367 Addison Avenue is now designated as an official California historical landmark. Of course, I am talking about HP. The company has been paying dividends continuously for more than 20 years now, with a current dividend yield of 3.43%. Moreover, its net income increased by almost 40% a year on average for the past 5 years, with an impressive return on capital of almost 70%. Its earnings per share increased by around 20% a year on average to reach 3.79 today. Moreover, it has a good PE ratio of roughly 5, when the average of the US industrial sector is at around 28. The seventh company is a multinational technology corporation founded 47 years ago in 1975, which produces computer software, consumer electronics, and personal computers. And without that company, would be close to nothing today. No Windows 11, no computers. Fortunately, this world still exists, and investing in this tech company is investing in the vast majority of products I use close to every day, from my tablets to hardware and software, video games, cloud computing, and so on. Of course, you probably get it, I am talking about Microsoft. The company has been paying dividends continuously for more than 17 years now, with a current dividend yield of 1.15%. Its net income rose by about 46% a year on average for the past 5 years, with a good increasing return on capital of 22%. There is nothing much to say. Again, clean and solid company. Alright, the eighth company is a bit different than others. This one is not based on value investing at all. But to me, it is one of the companies you want to own and be proud of owning. This company is everywhere in clean energy, from cars to roadsters, SUVs, sedans, trucks, Cybertruck, battery manufacturing, and renewable energy. Even though they just turned profitable in 2020 with a positive net income, they are the leader in the UVs industry. Yes, technically, they do not offer any dividend payouts, and they have an impressive high PE ratio. But still, I love and support this company. Yes, I am talking about Tesla. But you will have to do your own research for this company, because this could be seen as technically speculation. And this is not the game I will play today. But still, clean and solid company. Alright, the ninth company was founded 45 years ago in 1987. It is the world's most valuable semiconductor company, which is also the world's largest dedicated independent semiconductor foundry, and also one of Taiwan's largest companies, with its headquarters and main operations located in Taiwan. And a huge part of its customers is AMD, Apple, ARM, Broadcom, Intel, Texas Instruments, and Nvidia. Moreover, Warren Buffett recently bought shares in the company, which might indicate that this great company is a buy at that price. You may have got it, I am talking about TSMC. The company has been paying dividends continuously for almost 20 years now, with a current dividend yield of 2.26%. Moreover, its net income increased by more than 13% a year on average for the past 5 years, with a good increase in return on capital of roughly 12.50%. It also has a good PE ratio of roughly 17, when the average of the US industrial sector is at around 20. There we go, the 10th and last company was founded 64 years ago and is a digital payments company providing transactions between consumers, merchants, banks and other financial institutions. Its strategy is to accelerate growth in consumer payments, new flows and value-added services. In other words, it is the leader in global payments technology. Also, the company connects businesses, consumers and financial institutions across 200 countries. Probably get it, I am talking about Visa. The company has been paying dividends continuously for more than 12 years now, with a current dividend yield of 0.83%. By the pandemic, Visa's net income increased by 16% a year on average for the past 5 years, and it managed to have a great return on capital of 16%. Alright, there you have it, 10 companies I'm glad I own today, and that I will probably keep investing in for the next decade or so. And if you have enjoyed this video, then you will like this one, where I talk about Apple, or this one, where I invest in front of you each month. Thank you so much for watching, feel free to leave a comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, I will see you in the next one.